Hola chicos, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I want to thank you for the continued support. I'm almost 1,000 subscribers, so guys, let's keep it going. I want to share with you guys today an amazing experience I had when I traveled to Colombia to learn about the silvopastoral systems that we had. The flight was a bit unorthodox because we had to leave from the Norman International Airport. We head north up to Miami, and then from Miami now we went on a 3.5 hour journey down to Bogota, Colombia. A very high altitude place, temperate climate, very cold. And this is what is very unique about the Colombia region, is that they do have regions that is very tropical, that is just like us back home. And you could see the differences in what we call the livestock systems based on this adjustment in environment. So from Bogota, we then took an explain to what we call Valledupar, or Cesar department, which is a little bit that tropical region I'm talking about. It was great. It was very close to the Andes mountain. I could look through my hotel room and basically look over the mountain into the neighboring Venezuela. It's a very older environment compared to Bogota, which is like the capital-based type system. It was lovely. The opportunity to meet with Corpica, Sonny and Milton, who took us around Colombia, showed us in the market, allowed us to purchase stuff, was great. We then visited the research station headquarters, Corpica in Bogota, and we met with the team, that is the rector, and also met with the bilateral company that kind of guided us. So what is silvopastoral system? I've been asked that question because I've used that term routinely in videos. Silvopastoral system is the combination of trees, shrubs and grasses in combination with livestock. So we find a way to harmonize the production of crops, trees and livestock in your environment, which would lead to a sustainable environmental conditions and agricultural practices. In Colombia, it was a little bit different, where Colombia is known for timber production of wood, and they were trying to show how is it that we could create a shorter term investment by adding livestock within the timber production system. This, I believe, led to the success of the silvopastoral system in Colombia, as livestock was now the short term, as in a cash crop, compared to timber, which would be considered a long-term investment. It's a bit different in Jamaica, and it would not work with that same type of model. It required a little bit more innovation. Here in Colombia, I was introduced to the Mombasa grass that they used extensively in their silvopastoral system because it was known to be drought tolerant and shade tolerant. They use eucalyptus for timber, and then they would graze the cows in between the timber trees on the Mombasa grass. We learned about various different silvopastoral systems using different tree crops, calabash, Lyricidea, the bastard cedar, and we did a wide tour across Colombia, visiting different areas, looking at different tropical systems, looking at the red braham. This guy owns 200 hectares of land and had to be protected by his own soldiers because he and the guerrillas were in a constant warfare over land. We traveled by car, we traveled by donkey, but Colombia did have a lot of sustainable agricultural practices that we could take back to Jamaica. For one, we saw the 50-ton silo bags there in Colombia, and that idea was what sparked the whole investment into the silo packer and the silo press with Jamaica Dairy Development Board. And then we went to buy gas. Traveling so lot, we actually bought gas on the street. This is a typical gas station in Colombia, and the food was also great. A lot of beef, a lot of patties type of vibe. And I was what you call a millionaire, a peso millionaire in Colombia for the few days. So on our way back home, the idea sparked, how is it that we're going to integrate this system into Jamaica? So we actually created around 9 sites across the island, and we sit down and started to design how is it that we want our silvopastoral systems to look in Jamaica. Because our belief is that if farmers adopted this system, they would see the economic benefits of selling mangoes, selling ackee, selling timber, or using the forages to provide into their livestock to cut their feed costs. So we did a lot of mulberry and trichantera cuttings. We did lucina. We brought back Carnavalia brasiliensis from Colombia, which is a very high protein legume, to show that we could improve our local resources using our adaptive crops And we went out to plant across the island on these farms. We planted in the fence posts for a lot of farms across the islands. We created fodder banks. The fence post was to provide shade and then to reduce the cost of the whole fence post maintenance. We did fodder banks for small ruminant farmers using mulberry to improve the protein content on farm and digestible crops on farm. We did innovative systems like this Chelly system for the Carnivale to grow on in pastures that we said would improve the total digestible nutrients, or the total nutrient profile would be improved for pastures. Thanks to Mr. Riley and Hounslow government really helped us, and we actually utilized this system. We showed them how we could plant the moringa trees and end up using it back on the farm. Now we did a whole information schematics out by Demby 2015 for farmers to understand, and I really love the silvopastoral system. So our next episode will be my trip to China. See you soon, and don't forget to subscribe.